Your hormones define your gender. Now, what do you think I am? I'm a man or a woman? Well, I am a man and a woman. That is the kicker over there. Why is that? Because I was not born out of like a straight up gay sex. Yeah, was I born out of gay sex? Is it possible for gay people, for like two men, to have a whole bunch of sex and one gets pregnant? You tell me, is it possible? No, absolutely not. For me to be come into existence, the sperm has to go meet a ova, and it has to fertilize it, and that sperm has to go into that ova, and then once it goes in over there, it forms into it gets fertilized, okay, and then as soon as it is like the oldest thing, it's a symbiotic thing, and as soon as it goes over there, they just like have this repulsion force, like it's like something enters you and you really don't want it, and then it breaks into two. And then when it breaks into two cells, it still has each cell again. It still sees that repulsion force in it, and then again it breaks into four, and then it breaks into 8 and 16 and thing. And that's how. But the repulsion force, the force of the yin and the yang, is still there in each and every at the cellular level. That is the force of life. So each and every one of, because there's a male and a female over there, there's a sperm and the ova over there, and that multiplies, and that's how cell division happens. Yes. So the fundamental point to note is that each and every one of us, irrespective of the kind of genitalia we have over here, right? Do you want to see my little plus 18? Well, some of the time, my friend, because already YouTube is putting my videos as plus 18. Like, what am I doing? Plus 18. It's all that AI thinks like, yeah, anyway. So the fundamental factor to know for you to get a grip is on gender is each and every one of us that came into form. We can't reproduce asexually. We have to. We are the product of a male and a female, right? Now, if you look at it superficially, that's the problem with this classification of the lesbian, gays, gender things and all. Is you're looking at this classification superficially, and it's really not fitting. It's like the nomenclature of gender. It's not fitting. You're mixing up sex and gender. You have no answer, because people are very embarrassed to talk about sex. People are exceedingly embarrassed to talk about any kind of sex. They say, please stop. You think, why you want to live in ignorance? Well, you do actually. You want to live in ignorance and push your ignorant agenda. By the way, the NDP guy said, please don't call people ignorant. We have to call them unaware. You unaware SOBs. You need to get a grip on gender and sexuality, okay? To end this matter once and for all. To seal the deal once and for all. So this is the thing that for you to note. Each and every one of us is male and female. Because we're born of male and female. You're not born of a grafting, are you? Like a marijuana plant? Even if you're a clone too, you still have one of those cells which you take out. It still has the male and female force within it. It does. So, that is gender, okay? Now me, I have this beard, and I'm like, forget about me, okay? Now, is my gender fixed? Well, it is fixed unless, of course, I have some external stimulation or external chemicals that change my hormone structure. When I'm a little boy, and I don't have a beard and all that, if I am this is this theory that our sexuality and the people who are having gender issues, they're actually victims of environmental pollution. There's a theory about it. It's still supposed to be like a conspiracy theory, but I say it's in certain ways true. Some people may be very highly sensitive to certain external chemicals. You go out and check your drinking water. Your drinking water is full of estrogen. It is. Yeah, your drinking water is full of estrogen. Why? It's because of the how do we have birth control? Birth control is you take a pop-up pill where you fool your body to be under the assumption that you're pregnant all the time. How do you do that with the estrogen level? You're messing with your hormones, right? And not all of that is absorbed by our bodies. Much of it goes in the pee and it is in the water. Now, if I start popping estrogen pills, if I start thinking, I'm sure as hell going to turn female. Yes, it's because your hormones define your sex, your gender. They do. If I'm pumping, why do I have this big beard? It's because I'm pumping a whole lot of testosterone. Why do some ladies have a beard and hairy legs? It's because they're pumping a whole lot of testosterone. Absolutely. Women produce a whole bunch of testosterone too. Some of the weight issues women have is because they're pumping a whole lot of testosterone. They have like a problem with their hormones. Now, instead, if I take a whole lot of estrogen, I'm going to turn female. Yes, my gender is going to turn female. All I got to do is put some silicone plants in my little titties, and there you go, my friend. I have like a nice cup C. Yeah, right. And I'm going to be like J-Lo and put some silicone up my ass butts. It's not with butts. I thought it's butt. Actually, let me clear the word. The butt is this, okay? This is your butt. You just don't want to say the gluteus maximus. You want to say my gluteus maximus? Sometime later, okay? And that's how it happens in Thailand and all. You really can't tell the difference between a male and a female. So yes, indeed, I think Jesus Christ had it right. When somebody asked him about the same matter about the eunuchs, he said some are of God and some are made of men and some make themselves. What did he say? And that is really right. So your gender is defined by your hormones. Now you can have like external environmental effects on your hormones to change your hormones. Yes, you ask any of the people who are undergoing sex change operations and all that, they do have the equipment gets changed. It's pretty easy to change your equipment. So what happens is the penis, all the foreskin, they turn it upside down, and what does it become? It becomes a vagina. It is the same thing. While you might think, do women have balls? Oh, just men have balls. Oh, as in testicles, like those little kahunas, those large kahunas. Do women have kahunas, my friend? This is a very difficult question to ask. Did you get kahunas, lady? You insulted me, I'll give you a backhand. Well, of course, absolutely. Women have like large balls. They do. But like any self-respecting diligent woman. They say, why keep the crown jewels hanging around out in the open when such a vulnerable position, right, where they can be stolen? You might as well hide them inside, right? Put them right inside one thing, and they become your ovaries. The ovaries of a woman are her testicles. Yes, it is. It is. You gotta look it up. So, as is above, so is below. So, women do have balls, but they have them inside. They are called inside. So, they are ovaries, two ovaries, that are sit inside with the fallopian tubes and all that. So, those are the balls of a woman. So, you can't even classify a male and female as if you have nuts or you don't have nuts. Right? You're getting where my drift? The problem we have is you do not have a grip on gender. You do not have a grip on sexuality. And based on that, you're building this whole crapshoot about the classification of what exactly gender is. I get up. You have to try these pronouns and all that, mixing up with pronouns and having